Right, here we go, something a little bit different. I uploaded one of my, well, it was actually my first level I ever made. I uploaded the whole process and I had quite a few people watch it, and I think people are interested to see the process behind building levels. So my second one I made, which is this one you're seeing right now, I actually recorded the whole process, and this one took quite a lot longer than the first one, but I feel that I started to get used to the controls. So anyone that's having any issues, hopefully stuff like this will help you like just gather how I've got used to doing it. But the first level I created, I didn't know you could actually pin like specific things onto the toolbar. So once you know that, it's a hell of a lot easier. And that's just holding down the A button on the top toolbar at the very top there. So yeah, I've sped this up. I don't even know how fast it is. It's ridiculously fast compared to the actual build. But yeah, it's just a nice little documentation of how I actually did it. And this is loosely based on a level I made in the first Mario Maker. I did take a lot of liberties with it and like made it look a lot nicer than it did before. But no, I think it turned out quite well. I'll put the level code down below if you did want to check it out. And it actually did get on the featured page, so people must have liked it. But there again, there's not that many levels actually in the game at the minute. So yeah, I should talk about what I'm actually doing. So the Goombrats, those new like Goomba enemies, well they're not new, they're in other games, but they're new to Mario Maker. I love the aesthetic of those, so I thought, yeah, I'm going to use that as a basic theme, and the red Koopas. So I don't want it. The trick to Mario Maker, I find, is not to overload the level with too much stuff. Like, you want to just stick to like a basic theme and just run with that. So I thought you wanted to use like not very many enemies. I do use another enemy later on, which you'll see, but I don't know, I like to make levels that would appear in an actual game. Like, I do like the gimmick levels. I'm working on a really hard super expert level at the minute, but I don't know, like my philosophy is just to make it fun. And if it's fun for me, then it might be fun for some other people. But I've had loads of comments of people saying they really like it, the odd couple that say they don't, but I feel it's very hard to gauge how difficult your level is without getting other people to play it. So I've been asking my girlfriend literally every time I've done something, I'm like, oh, can you check this, see if it works? And luckily she's found bugs in the level that I didn't even think about. So it's very good to, if you can, get someone else to play your level just to get a different perspective. Because once you've played your level like 20 plus times, you've become immune to the difficulty, I think. And that's something I didn't have with the first game. I didn't have like the ability to play test it very well. But no, so as you can see, I've sped this up. I very much like the slopes. They've done that really well. It was a bit awkward how to actually do it at first. I wasn't too sure. But yeah, and another thing is, if to make your level like proper full, I like to use the mushrooms, as you can see me placing a lot of those, and stretch them up into the ceiling, just make them look like tree trunks. And obviously, because this level is deep wood, I thought, well, even though it's not that deep, I thought I want it to look a little bit like a forest at least. So yeah, and I haven't learnt every trick, because I know there's a way to make like a border around, like kind of like a box room, and the camera will not go outside the confines of that room, but I've not really understood how to do that yet, so I'm still building as I used to. But yeah, there's so many more assets, and you'll see stuff that I've put in the level and I've got rid of again, because like I said, through playtesting, my girlfriend said, what is the point of this? It only shows up once in the level, and like I said, it's good to stick with a theme. You want a nice theming to your level, just to, I don't know, like I said, I like to make sure it feels more authentic, more like a vanilla Mario level. But that's the beauty of this game. You don't have to conform to one style. You can do whatever you want, really. So like here, I like to use a lot of the background elements to like fill up the screen estate, like make like kind of like landmarks in the level, so to speak. But this is moving so quick, I can't actually keep up. Wow. Yeah, so I put one hammer bro there because I thought I want a little bit of difficulty here, and just to kind of get a feel for it, I do eventually, I think it's this section, I put an on-off switch, so you have to kind of deal with that hammer bro. I feel that's probably the most difficult part of the whole stage. So yeah, here, I've got a clear idea what I want to do. I want to go into an underworld here, so I'm just setting up a nice little entrance here, with all the slopes. And there we go, that's awesome. But I've fallen in love with this game. I really did like the first Mario Maker, but it was something about this new one. It just feels more enjoyable as a whole package, like making and and actually playing the levels is hella fun. And the quality of the levels, like, at the get-go is hell of a lot better than it used to be. I can remember so many, like, hot garbage levels you just get dropped into, and there's, like, 1,000 things on top of you at the beginning. But no, it seems that you still obviously get a few like that, but I feel the game's is doing a better job to filter everything out. So here you go. I've got my underworld started, and I've got a basic idea of everything I'm doing in this level. It's just a matter of framing the level in a way I want to. And as you saw there, I put another Goomba shoe, but I eventually get rid of all the Goomba shoes because like I said, I like to just stick to a couple different bits of theming and don't go overboard with it. So yeah, it's cool to see the process. I haven't properly watched this video like all sped up like this, and I can't actually remember how long it was. I think it took me about 2 hours 20 minutes to make this entire level. So that would tell you how long it's sped up, because this video is going to only end up being, I think, just shy of 20 minutes, and that's with a playthrough at the end of it. Yeah, so hopefully this has given you guys some ideas, and I've actually started a endless mode on another playlist on my channel, so if you do have any levels you want me to play them, if you just go on to one of those videos and comment down below it with the level code, I'll get along to playing it at some point. I have said it in one of the videos, I'll do it on a first come, first serve sort of basis. But yeah, I'd like to see what people have got. But I've been so out of touch with YouTube for ages, and I thought this game is too good to pass up. Because I got it a little bit early, I thought I'll get a good level made and hopefully people will see it, and they actually did. So, well, hey. But I think the most plays I had on the level 1 Mario Maker 1 was probably like 300, like tops. Whereas now, in fact, I can just grab the controller. I think it's this Deep Woods one is nearly like 7,000 or something. Let's have a quick look. And this was recorded on the 29th of June. Yeah, 7,757 people. And 2,814 likes. So there you go. Then that made me very happy. It's just nice to have some acknowledgement for making a good level. Well, I don't want to sound up myself, but I feel like I made quite a good level. I had fun with it. And if I had fun with it, then I feel someone else might have fun with it. So here, with the underground section, I thought I want to make it look a bit more menacing. So I thought the fire, that's a staple I had in the level before when it was in Mario Maker 1. But I want it to be not too difficult, but you can tell something's not quite as nice as the above ground. Something sinister has gone down. Yeah, it's all just trial and error, really. I like to build out the basic template of the design, make sure it's got a nice flow to it. And then after that point, that's when you go in and just fill out all the stuff. It's nice just to see it all come together. Like, I obviously know the level as it is now, and just to see it all being pieced together is pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully you like this. I have recorded my next level, but it took so long that I actually run out of hard drive space, so I've only really got the first half of the build. But if you're interested in seeing that, where I used quite a few different things, it's in the Mario World style. But a lot of background elements just to fill out this huge, like, dense forest. Like I said, I've only got half of it, but if you're interested in seeing it, I could upload that. And anything I make, like, onward, I will definitely be recording. Because I've got quite used to using a controller, believe it or not. I don't get why people are so harsh on it. I know the Wii U gamepad was essentially made for Mario Maker, and it's just so perfect. But the first level I made, I was fumbling around quite a lot, and I was like, I'm not sure if I can actually do this. But then it just kind of clicked, and it just happens. And if anything, if I was to go back to the first game, I feel I'd have more trouble with that now. So yeah, if you just put some time into it, you'll soon get the knack of it. And I've seen some incredible levels being made already, and we're only like 3 days in. So this game's got a very bright future, I feel. So yeah, here we go, just making sure the ceiling is a nice height so you can't see past the boundaries. I don't like seeing outside space. I like everything nice and neat and tidy. It's blazing through. I can barely keep up. So here, I think this is where I try and add like a little bonus section with some of those 10 coins. And I thought, yeah, I'll put it in a really tricky place, so you have to make quite a tricky jump. But unbeknownst to me, you can actually just jump up there. So I kind of failed on that a bit. But you've got to make mistakes to get better, don't you? So that's the way I look at it. And then your next level will be even better. Here we go. So I'm making the exit back out to the overworld. I thought, yeah, just end the level there. That's a nice size, not too long. But then my girlfriend came in and said, you should make a little secret at the end. I don't know when I get to actually make that, but it did pay off because I've had quite a few comments on the level saying, oh, I found the secret area. And it's just nice to get some acknowledgement that someone did find something. So each level I'm making now, I'm making a point to make a nice secret area that's actually quite tucked away. And if you find it, you do get rewarded. Because players do always like to do that. They like to feel the acknowledgement of finding something. So here you go, here's like a quick romp through. I think this might be my girlfriend testing it out for me. Yeah, so it's just getting creative. There you go, there's the bonus I was on about. And I wanted it so you had to bounce off a Koopa, but you can actually make a free jump if you jump just at the right time. And the vines, they're not really for purpose. I just feel it adds to the overgrowth, doesn't it? It looks just all about the look of the level. So here we go, I'm just making a final pass, making a save, because I don't want to lose anything. I don't know if the game's prone to crashing yet. And here it looks like I'm just probably handing the controller off at this point. Just getting a play test, see what... And the thing is, when you get someone else to play your level, they might play it a completely different way to you. Like, a thing you've got to think about is... When you make it, I'm a player that's been playing Mario so long that I just constantly hold the run button. I don't even think about it. But then when I give it to someone younger to play, they really struggle with that concept of holding a button and jumping at the same time. So when you make your level, you do want to, if it's an easier level, do bear that in mind. Like, try and accommodate it for everyone. So my main goal with this level was to just, it's all about the flow. So I want someone that's really good at speed running to be able to just romp through it like super quick. Like, everything's placed in such a way where you can get through it at a nice speed. But then you want to accommodate for the people that take it slow and steady. And I feel like I did it right with this one. And the one I've done next, which is called Forgotten Forest, which I'll also post a link down in the description. I did a multiple route system, kind of like Sonic. And I feel that one has got incredible flow to it for like pretty much any player, because you got the bottom route, which is quite easy to stick to, obviously. And then you got a top route, which rewards you for taking the risks. So yeah, just get creative with it. I can't believe how quickly that's just gone. Like I said, the amount of time it took me to make this. But yeah, I think it will go into the final thing soon. Because I did start uploading it, and then I thought, oh no, I need to add arrows. So then I went back and put arrows in it. So we'll see that coming up soon. But yeah, we're actually near completion of the level. It's crazy seeing it so quick. I know I keep saying that, but wow, look at him go. There was something else I was going to say as well. Yeah, I tried playing, doing some creating in the new style, the Mario 3D world. It's going to take a lot of getting used to, because I kept realising there's assets that are missing that aren't just there. Oh, here we go. Here's me making that little bonus area. I know it's like right at the end, but it's just cool to find. People like to find stuff in levels. So here we go. Just one final pass, making sure everything's looking good. It's hurting my eyes, it's going that quick. So there we go, I saved it. Like I say, we'll be doing a final pass soon. Yeah, so hopefully you've liked this. Like I say, it's crazy seeing like 2 hours of work all condensed down this quickly. But I shall definitely be recording everything I make going on. It's just so fascinating. And I feel I see the most popular theme at the minute is the on-off switches. They are really, you can, there's things that people haven't even done yet. You could probably do so many things with that one mechanic. So here you go, this is me attempting to actually upload it, but then I thought, no, I need to add those arrows. So all about the little touches. Yeah, so that pipe, I was like, nope, there needs to be an arrow there. So then I go and do that. Yeah, just... I don't know. Like, I don't think a lot of Mario games actually have arrows in their levels. I know Mario World has like a fair few on the difficult levels. But I don't know. It's just to give players a little bit of a helping hand, because you never know who's going to be playing it. The skill difference between players is pretty immense, really. Like I said, I've been playing it since I was a kid, and I'm quite old now. Whereas I've seen kids play it nowadays, and like I said, they do struggle with it. But it's a game for everyone, and that's all you got to think about when you make your level, I feel. Unless you are trying to make a really difficult one. Don't just throw like horrible difficulty at a level that doesn't need it. That's the only thing I can really say. But no, so once you're happy with your level and you've got a good theme, maybe try and think how you could kind of link the two levels together. I know there's not a system in place to do that, but the level I made after this one was kind of set up to be like the sequel or the level after this one, which I feel it tells like a little bit of a story, I suppose. But it kind of sucks that you can't link your levels together. But oh well. But if you're watching this, you can kind of link them together using that, I suppose. But no, and if there's any particular kind of build you want to see, if there's anything you're intrigued to see, or any ideas that you want me to try and give a go, then like give me a comment. I'm happy to give things a go. Like I said, I don't want to conform to just vanilla-esque levels. I want to do some kind of trial and puzzle levels as well. Because the first one I made, which is one called Snow Sliding Shenanigans, I literally just made to try out the slopes, because I was like, I need slopes in my life. Let's just see how these work. And I was so happy with the level, like how it was turning out. I thought, well, I'm just going to upload this, and it turns out like over 1,000 people played it, and they were like, yeah, this is really good. So there you go. Never, like you're your harshest critic at the end of the day. You're always gonna judge things more harshly than others are, and if the more you work on a level, you may look at it and be like, nah, it's not as good as I think. But once you're working on something for so long, it's like anything really. Once I work on videos for too long, I start to feel, oh no, it's bad. It's not very good. But here you go. I'm entering my description and my level name, and here I was discussing for quite a while. I was like, I need something snappy, so I was stuck on this screen for quite a while, and I don't think I even went with overgrowth. No, you want something snappy, and I gave it a little kind of brief setup to a story sort of thing. So deep in the woods, deep underground, find your way through. Yeah, that's not spelled right. Through this forgotten. Yeah, fix it. Obviously, this is post commentary. I'm not playing the game this fast. Through this forgotten. Come on. Finish writing. Oh, he's awful, isn't he? What is he doing? Deep in the woods, deep underground, through this forgotten forest. And there we go. Like I said, that's kind of showing you what's to come with my next level. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Just a little look into the creative process. And if you did enjoy it, let me know and I'll definitely put up some more. So thank you for watching, and until next time.